All right, thank you everyone for joining tonight's call on skincare. Tonight it is going to be myself, Alicia Stevens, Sarah, and Amy Carver, and we are going to just help educate you more on doTERRA's natural skincare line and let you know the benefits that you have for you and your family having a natural skincare line in your home to not have to worry about the hardship. Got it. Okay. So for me, I have always had kind of trouble skin, and growing up, I always just bought any type of over-the-counter stuff. I used to use Proactive, any type of skincare that would help clear my acne that I had growing up. I used it. Everything under the sun, I had tried it, and I never really considered doTERRA's skincare line until I started paying attention to everyone that started developing different autoimmune diseases. And a lot of that is in connection with skincare that has a lot of toxins and chemicals in it that messes with your endocrine system, that causes these autoimmune disease and cancer and stuff like that in your body, because your body absorbs everything. And so for me, when I started looking into doTERRA skincare, I was like, wow, you know, this is easy. I'm already ordering my essential oils from doTERRA. I didn't realize there was skincare, but I might as well give it a shot. And so doTERRA has the essential skincare line, and I have been using the essential skincare line probably for about 3 years now, on and off between our essential skincare line. We have another line called the Barrage Skincare, and then we have HD Clear, which is great for the trouble skin as far as like acne to help improve it. And so I kind of go back and forth between all three of our skincare lines, but the essential skincare is my favorite. And we recently just improved the whole line and came out with a few extra products. And for me, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with using these products. I feel like when I am just washing my face that I'm in a spa. I'm getting the spa experience in my bathroom. So it's pretty cool. And if for you guys that have younger children, so my oldest daughter's 10, and I have her on like nighttime routine. And this skincare is so gentle that it's safe for children. So if you have kids and you're kind of getting them in a healthy habit to take care of their skin, a great routine would be something as simple as our facial cleanser, and it's super gentle. And then we have a pore reducing toner, which I'm obsessed with. It really does help reduce your pores. And then for my girls, don't laugh, but they use the anti-aging moisturizer. They don't use it for the anti-aging, but the essential oils that are in our anti-aging moisturizer are lavender, jasmine, geranium, and frankincense. And these 4 essential oils are very powerful oils. And us just being out on vacation in Hawaii right now, we are going to be in the sun. So these 4 oils for them to put on their skin in the evening, it's going to help just calm their skin and help reduce any redness that they get. So Amy is an esthetician, Amy Carver, and she's gonna share some of her awesome tips with the skincare and the essential oils. If you guys have any questions as far as skin related, just post it in the comments and we'll get to your questions, okay? So I'll turn it over because I think my kids are walking out here.
Hey everyone, and I'm sorry, I'm like barricaded myself, but my toddler, you may be hearing her screaming in the other room with daddy. I just walked in the door from a business overview, so bear with me. So first things first, I actually wanted to go over is skincare is amazing. I've been practicing skincare for almost 7 years now, and my favorite, I guess, line of skincare is organic. That is my favorite because I feel like the things you put on your body, as Sophia was talking about, really does play a part in our health. And as an esthetician, I know we've got a few on here. You can't just put things on your face and let it go away, right? I mean, that's a big importance of making, sure you take good care of your skin, but you also want to make sure that your gut health and your hormones are in check too. So sometimes when you see things coming out on the skin, it could be a red flag of an internal issue. So some, kind of things right here, like hormonal kind of acne right here. This is all generally something going on internally in like the hormonal, that filtering organs, all of that. So if you're on birth control, sometimes that will happen. I was just talking to a girl today. She's like, I'm getting this acne all around my chin and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, are you on birth control? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, it might have something to do with it. Another thing too, hormones in our diet. I know Alicia's all about that, right? We have a whole bunch of different hormones in our diet, and that could also be playing a part in some of the skin issues you have going on. So let your body talk to you and listen. I think that's one thing we tend to do is we forget to listen to our body when it starts to whisper here and there. You don't want it to yell at you, right? So that's the first thing I like to get off of is internal cleansing. Really good, that kind of health and just listening. So skincare. I was not interested in doTERRA skincare when I first got started because I like my organic line and I didn't really want to start with anything. But I will say, I love the doTERRA's like collection, in the silver bottles. That's their first line that they had come out. And it is still, even over the Virage, my all-time favorite. So I'm actually really excited for those of you. Have any of you tried the new stuff? Yes, no, comment. What are you thinking? I want to know. I want to hear. Tell me. What do you love? Unmute yourself, or you could do in the comments. I want to hear.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if you're talking to me. Sorry, babe. I can't see everybody, so I don't know if like everybody's saying love, but
girl.
Okay. So for me, I have rosacea, and it's something that I have struggled with, and it is related to my gallbladder and my liver and my whole endocrine system. So I take Zendocrine and I take the LLV, and I am a huge advocate for LLV, for that being your very first skincare routine, honestly. But as far as the skincare line, the smells, like I can't even handle how amazing they are. Like they're not perfumey. They're not like, I don't know. They're not gender assigned. Like they're just refreshing. They're amazing. And they make my skin feel so incredible. And they help soothe all of for anybody that's not familiar with rosacea, but redness, like blotchy skin. And it flares up, like for me, it flares up in this section. You'd see it like over my nose, over my cheeks, anytime I get super flushed, or if I drink or have hot foods or whatever. But the skincare helps soothe it, as well as for rosacea, I have super dry skin. So the skincare line, having the super hydrating moisturizer is like what I use, and I love it. I love it. And I love them all, but those are my two
Yes,
points.
LOV, you guys, thank you for mentioning that, Sarah. That is so true. Lifelong Vitality, that I guarantee you'll see a difference in your skin just off. You don't have to change your diet, just off of putting that into your daily regimen. And for rosacea, for those of you who do not know, that's like she was saying, it's that pinkness. Sometimes you'll see some people. I remember there was a boy in my class in high school who always had pink cheeks, like always. I thought it was really cute on him, but always have those pink cheeks. However, what you're having with rosacea, especially very intense rosacea, is broken capillaries, broken little blood vessels. And frankincense essential oil is actually very, very good for the skin and for rosacea. What do you have in a majority of our moisturizers? Frankincense. What do you have in Lifelong Vitality? Frankincense. So you're getting it topically and internally, which is the best way to use oils, is topical and internal.
Yeah,
so,
they told me about the broken capillaries. They said the only way for you to get rid of them, I saw a dermatologist, was I would need to get laser treatments. I had broken veins along the side here, and they were very little. Like it wasn't like me talking to you now that you may not see it unless you have me on like some super zoom. But and they said you'd need to get laser treatments, and you could zoom in. I don't have those anymore, and I swear it's because of frankincense, like hands down for sure.
Yeah. Let's just, before we jump into oils or skincare, should we just talk oils that way? Because you're going to see so many similar oils that are actually in the skincare line that are good for the skin. So frankincense is my number one. I love frankincense. We have a leader who had been through a lot of hormonal treatments and whatnot for infertility. And she had the melasma mask, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's also called the pregnancy mask. Some women will get it, and it's like hyperpigmentation, like a darker pigment. It looks like they're wearing like a raccoon mask a little bit, and it's just darker pigmentation. Some people will get like splotches on, you know, kind of around their cheek area, maybe a little bit on the mustache area. That's very common for people who are on birth control, hormonal, that kind of thing. Well, she was using, hers was so bad. She had said, I've tried everything. I've tried different, you know, creams and dermatologist recommendations, and nothing's working. And I said, I mean, you have frankincense, you might as well try. And at the time I was like, I don't know if it's going to work, but why not try? And she did it. And within a 3-month period, she had people, friends, coming up to her saying, your skin looks amazing. What are you doing? And she's like, oh, it's working. And now you can't even tell she has it. It looks so good. So frankincense. Immortelle is amazing. Now, you do have to be cautious with Immortelle on the face, especially if it's not diluted, because for me, I can't use it straight on my face. It makes my skin really itchy. So I have to dilute that. Another alternative is actually doTERRA's hydrating serum in the Virage system. It's combined with macadamia nut oil, which is super luxurious. It's one of the more expensive, pricier fatty oils for the skin. Very, very good, which I loved when doTERRA said they had that in there. I was like, oh, they're on their game. And then it has the Immortelle oil in there. So it's really good for anti-aging. It's good for repair. Has a lot of really good oils in there to help with that. So the hydration factor, especially now for the dry winter months, whip that out. If you have it, now's the time to start using it. So Immortelle is wonderful. Another one I've been using is Neroli, which is really good and calming to the skin. I use it on my neck and chest. And then I've actually been using Rose Touch all over my face every morning and every night. I love it. And since it has a little bit of coconut oil, it ups the game in the moisture factor. So I love that. And it's also good for the eyes. So not just for outside, but actually eye health. And I have an eye issue right now from too much sun exposure. So we'll see how that goes with that. But yeah, so frankincense, Immortelle, Rose, Neroli, those are all my favorites. If you want to get into problematic skin, lavender and Melaleuca. Really good for problematic skin. I've had a girl who had cystic acne. Yep, see, Alicia's got her little roller where she ordered the HD Clear roller, but before she even got it, I said, just use lavender and Melaleuca, because she had it cystic all the way up to here, and she was just shut down, didn't want to talk to people. It was so sad. It broke my heart. And I said, just use those. You have them already. And her acne was already clearing up before she even got her HD Clear roller. So she just stuck with that. Lavender is really good for inflammation and redness, angry skin. And the Melaleuca is really good to help blast that bacteria and kind of obliterate it. So really good. All right, facial cleanser. Love, love, love the facial cleanser. That one is probably my all-time favorite. I'm not going to talk too much about the Virage system because I'm going to be real straight and honest with you. I'm not the biggest advocate of it. I know some people love it. For me, it's too strong for my face, but I'm very sensitive skin. So I just love the regular line. And I don't know if any of you love the Virage. Maybe you guys could talk about the Virage. You do? Okay, so Alicia will handle the Virage. My husband loves the Virage. I've seen a big difference in his skin because he's a surfer and out in the sun a lot. And I know that serum's really helping with his hyperpigmentation and sun damage. But Alicia will handle that. So love the facial cleanser. Really good, invigorating. Like, who was it? Sarah was saying, it's really good for both genders. It's not going, it's not for one or the other. It's good for both. The next thing I'm going to go over in steps. So how you should use this. So cleanser, right? Next thing is invigorating scrub. So you're only going to use that about twice a week to maybe 3 times. You don't need to exfoliate every day, because what happens is if you over exfoliate, you can actually cause damage to the skin. Your skin actually does, kind of flake off, and that's actually a natural protective barrier to the skin. So you don't want to leave it super vulnerable every day. So 2 to 3 times, don't need to over exfoliate. And then after that, you're going to use the toner. The pore reducing toner. I have not used the new skincare line. It should be here this week. So I'm really excited to, try the new stuff. But Sophia, do you like the new toner? Because I did not like the old one.
Love it.
Why?
I don't know. I like it when I put it on my face, I actually feel the tingle and like the tightening a little bit more than I did the last one. I like the regular one or the first one, but this one just, don't know, I love it so much more.
The tingle.
That's
Huh?
good to know.
The tingle.
I love the tingle and the like.
Yeah.
Of it. But
You feel more of an active property in there.
yeah, and you mentioned the invigorating scrub. I'm obsessed. I probably use it 3 days a week. I love the grapefruit and peppermint in it. I love all things citrus. So when I'm like using it on my face, I actually brought this out. I get these from Target. They're the little like charcoal scrub pads. I love it. I just go like this and I just scrub my face and I just smell it on my neck and my chest, and it just smells like you have that feel of the whole spa experience without somebody actually doing it for you. But it's just nice because it just smells so clean. When you get out of the shower or step away from the sink, you just feel like your skin is just so clean. I don't know.
I've always loved the scrub. How do you feel like it's different from the old one? Do you feel a difference?
I don't know. Maybe it's similar, or maybe I'm just like super obsessed with something that's new, so I'm using it more. But the cleanser is awesome because it has melaleuca and peppermint in it. And then when I add in that scrub, I don't know, I like the whole spa experience, and the anti-aging eye cream is awesome.
That is the bee's knees.
I can't wait to get that. It's driving me nuts. We had a whole bulk order last month, and it hasn't even shipped out yet. So I'm kind of pissed that I've got like 4 eye creams in that box.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have bags, thank God, but I've been putting it under one of Paul's eyes, and I'm just trying it out again.
Just on one eye. Yeah.
Just on one eye. I want to see how it's working. So I'm just trying it on one eye.
Something about that real quick before you go to the next product. Eye cream. That's actually the latest and greatest technology is with that cold roller ball. doTERRA is with it. They actually have quite a few estheticians who are more like medical estheticians, people who've been in the industry for 20, 30 years, working with doTERRA and ingredients and all of that. So it's not just, let's throw some ingredients in there. They're doing their homework. And that actually has red algae in it, which is actually really good for anti-aging and puffiness. So if you guys aren't doing anything for your skin, the first thing you should invest in is an eye cream. Because I will tell you right now, this skin is the most fragile skin ever. You should technically only be using your ring fingers to touch it and go very lightly. So even with this little roller ball, do very lightly. Just kind of roll it a little bit. If you do little circular motions, like a little kind of like that, even better. You want to start nourishing that skin now because this is the first to age. You know what's next? Your neck. Your neck is the other one. You've noticed some people who take care of their skin right here, but they don't even touch their neck. It's like all like, it doesn't look right? So make sure if you want to add some of that eye cream on your neck, do it. I do the tightening serum right here and on my chest too. Do not miss all of this. I mean, ladies, if you've got girls right here, right? And you're like sleeping like this, you're going to get that little boob crack, right? Like the Sahara Desert. Moisturize that area. Get some really good exfoliation there and some really good hydration. Don't limit the eye cream just to your eyes. If you want to target with it, target. So love it. Yeah. Smile lines. You can do your 11s, your lips. Actually, really good lip mask. It would probably be really good for that. So if you want to do that at nighttime. But yeah, so eye cream. I'm really excited to try that. The moisturizer Jonathan and I are obsessed with. We love the anti-aging cream. It's actually really good for summer months. My skin tends to be a little bit more on the drier side, which if you are drier, your skin's going to age quicker. Let that sink in. If you are drier and you're not doing anything about it, it's going to age quicker than your friends who are oily. So for those of you who have oily skin, there's a benefit to that. So yeah, make sure you are hydrating your skin, okay? Doesn't matter if you are using just a little bit of coconut oil. If you're starting with that, it's a really good hydration at nighttime. However, you're going to get way more if you have essential oils in there. So anti-aging cream for us, I love. It's great. It's got all those yummy oils in there. But the hydrating cream, like Sarah said, the bee's knees, that is the bee's knees for us. We love the hydrating cream. That is probably the top seller out of the entire skincare line, probably all of the personal products, I would argue, on our entire team. They all preach and love the hydrating cream. Also good for elbows, knees, and heels. It feels really good and it smells so delicious. So we use that in the morning and night. I can use it both times. But yeah, I know, look at Sophia's like hydrating.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, basically, I use all of the skincare line on my hands, on my feet, on my chest. Don't feel like on my arms. Like in the summer, I get so tan and my arms get so scaly. Like I use the scrub on my arms and get them nice and smooth and hydrated. Like don't feel like you can't use them. They are super natural, super safe. I was saying the Barrage serum I put on my feet after I do the stone on them, and I put the Barrage serum on my feet. Like it's loaded with health properties with the essential oils and those powerhouse things, but with also like healing, nourishing benefits to your skin on all different parts. And then for those of us that have dry skin and are going to wrinkle and look hideous by 40, I think seriously, coconut oil. I did an Instagram post on this the other day, but I think everybody should do it. And coconut oil will take off your makeup. So I actually put a few pumps in, take off my makeup in the shower, rinse it, put a few more pumps of coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil. Sophia was showing it a second ago. And I leave that on the entire shower and I let it just, my skin like absorb it. And my skin has never looked better since I started that practice. So just a little tip there.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that. You can actually make your own, you have like the little oil, carrier kind of things where you can put the little circular cotton pads in there, put coconut oil. You can even do a little bit of witch hazel and then add a few drops of frankincense, lavender, like 1 or 2 drops of each, and then just kind of shake it up. You can keep it in the refrigerator if you want to keep them nice and cool if you have puffiness. But that's really good for eye makeup remover. So I'm glad you mentioned that. And that's a really good tip as far as like if you're we all take showers. That's a really good tip for those of you, especially if you're dry skin. Doesn't your skin just like scream, oh, yummy, please? Nice little steam hydrating facial. Yum. Okay. So another thing, tightening serum. Does anybody use this?
I use it. I love the tightening serum.
Why do you love it?
Because it tightens. Hello.
Why else? Do you use it for any weird, not weird,
yes,
but not so common?
Yes, so I use it on my face, on my forehead, smile lines, everything. Sorry if there's men on the call, but I use it on my boobs and I use it on my belly. I'm a mom of 2 little girls and I want to make sure
Look how tight her
I want to make sure my belly stays tight.
It's worth it, right? I actually put it on my pregnant belly with I put Immortelle on, and then I put the tightening serum and then a hydrating cream on my belly both times, both pregnancies.
So I don't know. I saw some post where it was tangerine and cypress and the tightening serum, and so I'm just using tangerine, cypress, and the tightening serum on my belly, and I kind of rub it down my behind and my thighs, like whatever's extra, just kind of massage it in, because for women and for us moms, like when you had kids, your body kind of changes. The elasticity of your skin changes. So it just helps tighten it back up. So I feel good being almost 35 and walking around in my bikini with my girls in Hawaii. Like, no big deal.
No big deal. Love the So my upline, she actually, for the last year and a half, has been dealing with whenever she travels, she gets really bad hives, like hive attacks. And she's gone into her diet. She's done cleansing. She's done all these different things. She thinks it might be emotions. But anyway, so she said her only saving grace, which she has fake nails on, which is actually probably a good thing, because if she had like her real nails, it would dig so much more for itching. But she uses and just goes through tightening serum like crazy, because that myrrh inside the tightening serum is like an anti-itch. So bug bites, chicken pox, anything itchy, hives, all of that. It's very soothing. Love, love, love. You can even use this on like sore itchy bums from a diaper rash for babies. This is such a good product to use. I love it. It's very gentle. In the morning, I'm not the biggest fan of it because I just use powder on my face. I don't use liquid. So it kind of leaves a little bit of a tackiness. I don't know if the new one does still, but I'm not a fan of the tackiness. So I usually do, like, if you're going to do a treatment on your skin, normally you should do it at nighttime. So I save the tightening serum for nighttime, for PM usage, because your skin rejuvenates and does a lot of work and healing at night. It's like, I think 30 to 50% more like more active at nighttime. So it's another reason why you want to do treatments at night. But yeah, tightening serum, absolutely love it. Great for skin repair. And then what else? Are we forgetting anything else? We already went over the eye cream and the anti-aging. Oh, detox mask. Who's obsessed with this? Can I debunk something real quick about this mask? This mask is going to make your face red. It's okay. That's actually what it's supposed to do. There's a lot of people who are thinking it's burning their face off, which is like virtually impossible with the clays that are in there. It's going to create blood flow. So just like when you do like an intense CrossFit class or cardio, what does your skin do? Does it pink up, get really red? That's exactly what this mask is doing. It's creating a lot of accelerated blood flow. And when you get blood flow like that, you're getting new oxygen, you're getting new nutrients, which is feeding collagen and boosting all of that skin, making it really plump. Whenever you do this mask, is your skin glowing after when it's not pink anymore? Yeah. So if you don't like the feeling of it, there's actually, when I would do treatments at this other spa, we had a mask that was similar to this, and I would tell them, go grab an ice towel in the spa, and you can actually heighten like the treatment by using an ice towel and just all of a sudden stopping all of that blood flow and just keeping it all there. So you can do that with like a cold ice towel, just kind of press it to your skin, neck and chest, wherever. I leave this on from between, I tell people 5 to 10 minutes. I'm usually 10 minutes. You don't need to do more than that. If you do, it's not bad for you, but you don't need to do more than 10 minutes. Another thing you can use this for is underarm detox pit mask. Really good to help pull out those toxins. And if you've ever used a non-natural deodorant, which is probably everybody, this is a really good, you've got a lot of lymph nodes around here, which they've been linking aluminum to breast cancer. I mean, think about it. A lot of women who have breast cancer, I guarantee you lymph nodes are getting overloaded, too many toxins, and can't get out. Where else are they going to go? Right? So when you're using the detox mask, you're pulling that out and detoxing. I was actually very nervous to use it under my arms because there's so many natural deodorants that would irritate my underarms because of the baking soda content. It would make it really red, raw, and itchy. So to be very careful. But I didn't have that at all with this. So I'll do the detox mask on my underarms like once or twice a month. And then with the face, because I know someone was just asking about the face, I don't mask more than once a week. I try to do it twice a month. You don't need to do a ton. Like that's just overload. Let your skin like be naturally. So I only do, and I do a thin layer. Yeah. Does that help?
Another way you can use this, dry body brush. Get a dry body brush your thighs, your behind, up your belly, whatever. Put the mask on your thighs, your butt, wherever, and it will help pull the toxins out to reduce the appearance of cellulite. So
right.
So many great ways you can use all of these skincare products. You just
need
and
don't, like she was saying, don't limit it. Don't limit the skincare to just your face. Don't limit the mud mask to just your face. There's other things like the belly, the thigh area. That's a good area to do it. I remember there was one time I had to clean the bathroom and I'm like, I'm just going to body brush me real quick and then put on the detox mask because I'm going to be in the bathroom anyway. Not to give you all visual, but that's what I did. And it totally felt good. It was nice and invigorating. But if you do the tangerine and cypress, tangerine is a really good kind of, lift me up. It's really good for invigorating the skin, and cypress is good for circulation. So really good for circulation. So getting that going and then dry brushing and then throwing that mask on. Body treatments, guys. Yeah. Anyway, reveal system. Okay, love this. Anybody know what this is good for? Why is it better than the invigorating scrub? Don't know? Should I tell you? This is like a natural version to microdermabrasion or macrodermabrasion. So if you know of what those are, it's actually like an intense kind of exfoliation. This actually has an enzyme in there that goes on right after. So you don't want to, there was someone who just posted online who said they broke it up. Don't break it up. They actually work together. The scrub and the gel work together. So you want to put the scrub on first. This I only do once a week, and I don't even do it every week because, again, you want your skin to not be super bare. I'll do this 2 to 3 times a month. So it'll last you, I think it's, $60 for the Reveal system. And if you want your skin to be baby soft, like baby freaking soft, or if you know you're gonna be taking pictures that night, or you want your makeup to go on better, Reveal System. All the days, Reveal System. So I just keep it in my shower and I'll do the scrub upward circular motions anytime you exfoliate. You don't want to encourage gravity to pull things down, right? You want to go upward circular motions. Leave the scrub on for about 2 minutes. And then after, you're going to do about a pea-size amount for both, but pea-size amount of the gel, same thing, upward circular motions. And then I leave it on for another 2 minutes and then I wash it off. Holy moly, you guys, amazing. I love it. So Reveal System is wonderful. It's one of those treatments you're going to want to have at home, especially if you're not getting to, you know, your local esthetician or whatever. It's just like kind of just a little bit deeper than just your regular invigorating scrub. It has those enzymes that are going to help digest deeper into the skin, which is why you feel that really good baby silky soft skin. So yeah.
I always do that when I take a bath. I do, like, I mean, not always, but if I that's when I do it, when I take a bath. That's like my little spa treatment. And a lot of people make the mistake of not reading the directions and rinsing that first step off, but you need to leave that on to do the second step. But I love doing it in the bath. It's like my skin's really warm and soft and ready, and it's like I do it and I love it. So yes, definitely 2 times a month I would do it.
Yeah. Step 2 says activator. You can't activate if the first layer's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting the best benefits if you're washing the first layer off. So anyway, what else? Alicia, do you want to go into Virage?
Sure, I'll go into Virage. Guys, so I've had every type of skin you can probably think of. I've had acne breakouts. I've had very oily skin. Today, being 38 years old, I have drier skin. But one thing I've really found, and we mentioned a little bit earlier, was how important gut health is. So it wasn't until I actually did some food elimination for myself, which for me, my trigger was gluten, that my acne finally went away. So I had adult acne, I would break out, and I tried Proactive. I tried everything that there was, and everything was way too harsh for me. So not only did I have this skin that was breaking out, but then it was allergic to everything. So I'd get hives, I'd get itchy, I'd get really red. It was awful. So when I found doTERRA, I actually was a little bit snobbish and thought, I'm not going to use a skincare line. I'm kind of like Amy. I had my thing I was using. It was pretty bland. I would sometimes make my own stuff. I thought, no, I'm not going to use it. And then Virage came out. And by then my skin had cleared up. So again, I eliminated gluten. That was it for me. Made sure I cleaned up my gut with probiotics and digestive enzymes. But then my skin started to shift. So, after having 3 kids and, playing with diet a lot and just aging, your skin definitely changes. And so Virage was launched, and I thought, you know what, this is the one. This is the one I'm going to try because it's 100% all natural, plant-based botanicals. This is the one for me. And so I tried it. I remember at convention, like that night when we got our convention kits, and I was instantly in love. I loved the way it foamed up using the cleanser. I loved the way that the toner smelled so amazing and was just really moisturizing on the skin. I loved the moisturizer underneath my makeup. And then when I used the Immortelle serum, I would use it at night, but one time the next day I tried it under my makeup because my skin was really dry out there in Utah. And I got so many compliments that day, like, oh, did you get new makeup? Oh, you look different. And so I knew that this was something that worked really well for my skin. Now, I've had some people fall in love with this line, and then some people prefer the other one, and I'm actually a little bit of a product whore of both. So I kind of mix and match. I use Virage every day. My 15-year-old also uses it. She's tried HD Clear. It didn't work for her as well. Virage works really well for her. So I don't know if we have similar skincare types, but that works for her as well. But what we add in is we do add in the hydrating cream. So we do use that from the other line. We also use the Reveal, and we kind of just mix and match and do different things. We do the mud mask. So I can't tell you that there's really like a wrong or right in how you use these products. All I know is that I encourage you to experiment and to try them, and simply add, 1 or 2 things to your cart, your LRP cart. Try it for 30 days, see how you like it, maybe mix and match something else. I don't know, Amy, if that's bad to do as an esthetician, but I've just found that the Virage works amazing. The hydrating cream goes great at night. I add a drop of frankincense to it, and I swear it just shifts my skin. It looks more plump. It looks more hydrated. I get these lines on my chest sometimes, probably from sleep or dehydration, and those, I can always tell, those fill in as soon as I use it. So it's pretty amazing how quickly, you know, that stuff can work and hydrate your skin. So I encourage you to mix and match, and don't feel like there has to be some hard, fast, steady rule. I know a lot of people joining this call tonight wanted to know an exact routine and how to use like the new Essential Skincare line. And maybe, Amy, you can do like a quick rundown of that if you don't mind at the end.
Yeah.
But my thing is experiment, play with it, see what works for you. Another thing that's really amazing for your skin, in addition to just using the products and using the LLVs, is your Terrazyme and your Zendocrine complex. So if you have troubled skin, if you break out, if you have the rosacea, even if you have eczema, things like that, you want to make sure that your body is filtering through everything through the organs and getting through. And like Amy said, if it's not, that's oftentimes just a sign that's like a little red light warning, like, hey, something's off in the body system, something's not working correctly, or something's backing up. And you just want to make sure that those are all fine-tuned and running smoothly, and your digestion will perk up and your stomach will be flatter. So it's a total win-win. But make sure you're using something to make, you know, you're gently detoxifying on a regular basis, because it matters what you do on the outside, obviously, but it really matters what you're doing on the inside as well. So if you have any sort of problem skin, I do really, really recommend that you're using these on a regular basis. The other thing I wanted to mention was, I'm going to say it wrong, Copaiba. Okay, so this is amazing for skin as well. So I know we're all big on frankincense, and I will never ever go away from frankincense, but this has been really incredible for my daughter's acne. So she had this acne that was like all along the brow line. She's probably gonna cringe in the other room right now if she hears me. But we couldn't get it to go down. It would go down a little bit and then it would come back. So we upped her Terrazyme, #1. So she was only taking like 1 Terrazyme in the morning and night. So now she's taking 2 and 2, and if I can squeeze them in like the weekend, she will, but I'm not gonna send them to school with her. But the Copaiba we did internally in a capsule for about 6 weeks. She took like 2 drops in a capsule every single day, and within probably a week or 2, I noticed all that redness starting to go down a lot. Not only was it beneficial for that, but then when her PMS rolled around and all these other things, she didn't get the breakouts and she didn't get the cramps. So it was pretty amazing what it did. So now we just use it. She's not taking it internally anymore, but she's just using it for spot treatment. So if she gets a little breakout, we just take a little dab, put it directly on the area, and boom, the next day it's completely gone. So that works really, really well for her. And then the only other thing I was going to mention is the rose. And I know Amy mentioned this a little bit as well. I cannot get enough of this rose. This rose is so amazing for dry, chapped skin, dry lips, little problem areas, anything red, anything itchy, anything you want to moisturize. It's really incredible. So if you really want to have, you know, that skin that really glows and it's not chapped or dried, or, even for elbows that are dry, this stuff is amazing. It has been a lifesaver for us since we got it. I'm just about out, unfortunately. I've got to order another one, but this is one that I will never go without for skincare stuff, for stomach bug stuff, you name it. This is an amazing oil. So definitely a good one for skin. Did I miss anything? Did we cover all of it? I think.
Well,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sarah.
Okay. I wanted to piggyback on that. I love that you were talking about the Terrazyme. One of the things I wanted to remind y'all, if you're new to oils or the natural world, is that, for example, if somebody said to me that they're constipated or they have diarrhea, I would say you should be taking Digestion, and you'd go, but they're totally 2 different things on the spectrum. You have to remember that oils, these natural supplements, they're restoring your body to its natural state. It's helping and support your body to run the way that it's supposed to run. That being said, out of our essential skincare line, which is in like the silvery bottle, and our Virage line, especially, one of those two will work for everybody. If it's not working for you, I would say it's definitely something internally. You cannot just put skincare on your skin and think that it's going to fix all of your problems. You've got to start internally. You've got to start with LLV. And if you are not starting with it or increasing the dose, if you're not seeing the results that you want, we can take 4 of each, right? Isn't that the amount? It's 4 of each. And increase it and increase your Terrazyme. I live on Terrazyme, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, couple times of the day if I need to. Like, my body definitely needs that, especially Zendocrine as well. And I would recommend twice a year. If I don't know if you guys have a different number, but definitely twice a year to be doing the 30-day cleanse. You guys have to help your bodies by like a reset and get rid of all. There are so many free radicals. There's so many toxins. Even if you're eating 100% clean and living 100% clean, there are so many things out there that you're touching, clothing that has material chemicals on it, things in the air, when you go out to eat at a restaurant, whatever it is, if you're getting your hair colored or different makeup that you're using, these things are adding toxins into your body. You have to reset your body. And so I really want to suggest to you, if you're listening to this and you're getting fired up to start, a skincare regimen, I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you to start. Please don't forget the internal. Don't forget your gut, because that is where your skin starts. And you really need to be focused more on the internal than the external to start with. And then last tip is Blue Tansy. Did y'all mention that? I had to step away for a second. If you have acne around your mouth, I've heard it is amazing. I have friends that have had excellent results. Acne up here, kind of in your T-zone. You can add it to your moisturizer. Just a drop, like a little bit. You don't want to be all smurfy. And it'll absorb. I love to do this before I go to bed at night, or this is also it's great for kids, great for anybody. Just put it in your moisturizer and it does absorb. But and don't, with your kids too, like your teen girls, get them on LLV. Like, skincare and supplements are not just for adults, they're for your kids too. And teaching them how to care for themselves from the beginning is so important. So I love that Sophia talked about that, like the skincare for hers, and Alicia was talking about the Terrazyme for hers. Like, please. Okay.
Well, and teenagers are often some of the biggest offenders as far as diet. So if you can get them on at least some supplements, they may be more consistent with you pushing that to them with their morning breakfast than the skincare you give them for them to use in the shower at night.
That's so true.
Sure. And Terrazyme, I'll piggyback on that. My youngest started getting an eczema patch on like the inside of her arm. She's about 1 year old at the time. And I noticed it at we were at dinner, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I just grabbed the water and I just opened a capsule and just poured the powder in there and stirred it up. And then she just drank it out of the straw. You can still give, they're gentle enough to give to kids. And I have celiac disease. So if I have cross contamination with any sort of gluten in my skin, you can see it's like I traveled. You guys, I've been gone because I was out of town and I've been crazy. So I'm sorry I haven't been on the calls, but whenever I travel, I come into contact with gluten and my skin just breaks out and it sucks. But I will take about 8 or 9, sometimes 10 Terrazyme a day because it has an anti-gluten enzyme in there. So as far as my skin is concerned, it helps the repair and to rid that, so it's not irritating my skin, because that's where it manifests. So really, really good thing. Let's go over real quick. Where are we on time? Yeah, we got to hurry. So I'm going to go over which products are good for what skin types. Does that sound good? Okay. Facial cleanser. Everybody. Okay. Facial cleanser. The pore reducing toner. Really good for people who are oily. However, it should be for everyone. Everyone should be using a toner because that actually balances the pH level of your skin. And what that means is if it gets too alkaline or too acidic, it's not good. You want to balance it out. And that's what a toner does. It's not just for pore reducing, it actually balances the health properties of your skin. So it's at a good level. Also helps take off any remnants as well. Next thing is the invigorating scrub, right? That's good for everyone as well. I wouldn't say, everyone really. Let's see, what else? Anti-aging cream. Yes, thank you. Anti-aging cream, I would argue everybody. It's not too moisturizing to where it's going to irritate, more oily skin. I think I like the anti-aging cream, but I also like the Virage moisturizer for oily skin. I'm not the fan of HD Clear. I don't like it. I have had a few people try it. You love it, Sophia. I don't like it. Didn't work for my sister's teenage skin. She didn't like it. She loved the anti-aging moisturizer. Absolutely loved it. So you can use that. Let's see, what's next? Eye cream, everybody. If you are in your 20s, you should invest in eye cream. Okay? 30s, you better already have an eye cream. If you don't, you better get on this. There's blue tansy in that eye cream too. Amazing. Tightening serum. If you're in your 20s, I would argue better to do it now before you start seeing the aging process happening. It's in your 30s where you're like, oh shoot, right? I'm starting to see some more lines. So get on it now. Reveal, I'd say 30s, almost 30s, late 20s, because that's when, especially if you're stressed out in a stress job, you can tell some people are aging quicker than others. I'd get that one going. That detox mask is good for all skin types. Teenage skin especially, very good for teenage skin. Good treatment at home. Hydrating moisturizer. This is the one that would be different. That one's good for dry skin. And then Virage. The Virage cleanser is good for all skin types. I actually do like the cleanser. The toner I do like. That's good for all skin types. Immortelle serum is good for more aging dry skin. So whether you're aging or you're dry or both, it's good. And then the moisturizer is good for normal to dry-ish skin. It's not too, it's hydrating, but it's not too over the board, at least from what I've used it for. Too much for you, Sophia? And I only use like one pump. You don't use very much. This skincare, you don't usually need very much. What else? Is that it? HD Clear is pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we're really going to highlight it because it's kind of self-explanatory. It's good for problematic skin, usually teenage problematic skin. But I tend to lean more, I recommend the Signature Skincare line in the silver bottles, and then I'll give them like the lavender oil and Melaleuca for treatment. But yeah, so any questions? Someone was asking about Zendocrine. So Zendocrine oil, this is straight from Boyd Truman, who's like the gut freak. He loves gut health. And he says, if you've ever taken a Symphony of the Cells class, which I just redid it last month, he says Zendocrine oil or the soft gel is good for daily usage. Just think about our oils, same thing as daily usage. We can use lemon daily. And then the complex is good for quarterly cleansing and use that for a whole month. So if you need to use it a month, you can do that 4 times a year.
Amy, there's a big thread that even Emily Wright got on that you can actually use complex daily. So
I take it daily.
Yeah,
I don't take it daily. It's too much. I can't cleanse that hard.
Well, for me, I have phase 2 liver detoxification is not as strong, and so I need assistance in
You have what?
My phase 2 liver detoxification is not as strong as I think it's.
Okay. So the complex is stronger for you?
Yeah, and so what I do is I add in the soft gels 10 days a month. So I'll do like a mini cleanse with that. But yeah, I heard the complete opposite, and I read a whole thread on it. And since I added in the complex, it has definitely shifted so many great things for me. So
well, and I think like we're not all the same. Same reason why lavender doesn't work for everybody. And just for you, you've had pretty intense, gastrointestinal issues. So it's probably where it's supporting your body big time. Where I don't need very much. I cleanse a little bit, and my body goes whoa. So I also have a lot of candida that I need to take care of in January. So yeah, just had sushi. More candida. Yeah, but good cleansing. I would start quarterly first, because people who are brand new, I wouldn't recommend taking either one of those every day because it's a lot of cleansing going on. But yeah, what else? Are we good?
I think so.
think we're good. Gut health, you guys. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. Skincare is not going to change your world. It's not going to change it. It certainly will help the aging process, but if you can get into the gut health first, you're going to see the biggest difference there. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you for all this information. This is amazing. Do you guys have any questions?
I think there were questions that were coming in. Other people were just answering them as they came.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up in the chat. Okay, well, if not, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you all for being here tonight.